Alright. I feel so underdressed.
How you guys doing? It is a privilege and it is an honor to be here. So before we get started, I just had to put on these glasses right quick and just to look at where LeBron James got me at. Right?
Like, it gotta be said. What are you doing?
All
what
that
are you thinking?
for Hennessy. Bro, liquor, I don't know if you know this, it sells itself.
But no, here's the thing for me. Based off of the time that he even mentioned this whole decision part two things that we all know if we drink. Liquor and late night messages don't mix. That was a dumbass move to say. You clearly was drinking some Hennessy.
Yeah, but let's do a deeper dive into this, right?
I got scars unhealed, that money can't fix it. My brother turned to snake just for that quickly. Gay love, they gay hate, cause they mind real sick. And I was 30 in the clock, cause the pot got thick. Damn, change ain't change, only change the switch clips. Gotta ride with that drum, keep that clip by my hip. See the pain in my verse every time you hear me spit. They told me keep my circle tight, but that bitch.
Shall we? Since I got on this blazer and this glasses, let's do a deeper dive, right? Austin Reeves extension, right? Luka, he got extended.
Mm-hmm.
You put out a cryptic message. Year 23, jersey number 23.
Yep.
Like,
But
that's going to be it.
But even if you go further than that, he was just asked about Bryce, and he was like, he had said that he doesn't imagine playing alongside Bryce. Bryce is like in his own lane, and he's not waiting for his son to get into the NBA.
Yeah, and then we get into the whole thing where the Lakers decide not to extend LeBron James now.
Right.
So it's the first year they decided, since he's been playing basketball, they want to extend his contract.
Mm-hmm.
And then you decide to say second decision.
Right. So all
You see that the time.
yeah, all signs point to retirement.
And you decide.
Come get this new VSOP.
Now you see why people say he's not the GOAT.
Also, don't watch that movie, him.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you telling me you need all this attention. Because this, one of the few summers, nobody mentioned LeBron James.
Nope.
How many conversations you heard of LeBron James this summer?
Right. Even and it's crazy because like I thought like things will kind of like amplify as we get closer and closer to the season. Especially like with Jordan being on NBC and stuff. I thought that was going to be like this summer. I thought we were going to be dealing with a lot of speculation. How is that going to go? What all of this?
But
Nobody cares.
But just look at it. The summer was supposed to be yours.
Mm-hmm.
Steph took that. Right? And then you didn't make it that far in the playoffs. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now the conversation is it Luka's team? It's all about Luka. Luka lost weight. Luka about to take over. Luka. It's about everybody else
Right.
except for LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, I sincerely will miss TNT Sports.
Agreed. Same.
And now, like you said, the real GOAT is on NBC now. So now all the attention is away from you. Mm-hmm. So you have to find a way to try to one up the real GOAT, to put the spotlight right back on you.
Mm-hmm.
And you come out and you decide to say the decision. I thought the decision was going to be, you got your lining back, your hairline back.
He been to Turkey for a few times. Like,
Yeah, you got them hair plugs.
yeah, we know that.
But this is the right reason why we say real GOATs don't need attention. Right? Everything.
Real goes bad in silence.
Yeah, but it's the resume speaks for itself.
Yeah.
When you're that good, you you don't need to seek attention.
Right.
You don't need to say you're that good. Everybody see it. It's the eye test. And every time we look up, LeBron is doing some dumb ass stuff.
Yeah.
Some just ignorant.
Dumbassery. Just stupid.
Just foolery. Like LeBron James, you can kiss my podcast for real.
Honestly.
He might not Hennessy and bean pie. That's what you need. Some Hennessy and some bean pie.
That just made my stomach hurt. That sounds nasty. That sounds nasty.
I'm just saying, like, this is just, if this ain't some bullshit that I ever seen in my life.
Agreed.
Like, have you not learned from when you came out and said, I'm going to win 1 championship, 2 championships, 3 championships? We should have smacked your ass then.
Right.
Right? We gave you a pass.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I just want to say, Daryl, put the powder on my head. Come a little closer, LeBron. Just smack the... Like,
Right, because this was an absolute waste of time. This was clickbait, rage bait. This was a waste of time. It was basically for... And I hate that we've been talking about it, but the elephant needs to be addressed. That was the dumbest thing ever. But like, it's for you to be so good, it has to be so tiresome to be you, because like, you are corny.
But this is what I keep saying. And this is why I know a lot of people always say, I'm LeBron James hating. But it's just, when you do stuff, you don't have to seek attention. He opened up the school. Guess what? He couldn't just let the school be, right? He had to seek attention. Oh, look what I'm doing. I'm LeBron James. I'm opening up a school in Akron. I'm doing this. I'm doing this, right? You don't even need, like, why? Why? Just why? You move to the Heat. Okay, just say you're signing with the Heat. You don't need to have a whole episode of you signing with the Heat. Like, what we gonna remember you for is just ignorant stuff, right? And then when he came out and said, like I said, deeper dive, that rings doesn't define. And then you came out and said, "Oh, I won this ring, so that's why I'm the GOAT." But you came out the ring culture.
The bubble is the hardest ring ever.
You keep talking about rings, but you keep saying rings
don't matter.
Right? You just everything that keep coming out your mouth. Pause. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. You know, and people too afraid to tell you, like...
But also, for him to be so media trained, it's like he's not media trained.
No, but what he doing is just rage baiting, right? Let me just do this, and let me say this, so they can talk about me again, so I can be relevant again.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, when you actually say some shit that makes sense, that's what you want to be remembered for. That's what you want people to be clicking on, not just dumb stuff.
Right.
Like, right now, we just talked about some dumb shit right now.
Right.
Excuse me. That was some dumb shit.
You could have just dropped a billboard with you, like, holding some Hennessy or whatever. It would have sold. It doesn't... You didn't have to do all of that.
Then it's liquor. It should sell itself.
But, I mean, but also, it's just like the speculation. Like, and you knew that it was going to garner the viewership because it's like... Because that was the thing. Like, for... When I thought that he could have possibly retired... It would have been like, okay, cool. Like, you know, LeBron, the king, he's going out, like, you know, like, he's probably going to be as good one last time as he'll ever be. And that's it. Like, of course, I feel like he deserves to go out, like, on his own merit. Like, he does. But when it's this type of thing, it's like, dude, you need to go away.
Yeah, Queen James. So he is.
Like,
Queen James, just like a diva. That's what it.
If this is like wrestling, I will compare this to like what they call go away heat. Like, people don't like you because of how good you are. People don't like you because of the stuff that you do. You're becoming unlikable because of the attention that you need to garner. The fact that like you need someone to like agree with like your accolades, like the stuff that I've done holds this much weight because of this, and it's just
but even that, like, he want to go into, I've done this and this person done this, I've done this and this person hasn't done this, I've done this and this person. Even when he go into that, when he compare himself to that, like, let's be real about it, right? Jordan got the championships. Kobe got the championships. Kobe, Jordan, they got the clutch factor.
Yeah.
Right? Magic got the clutch factor. Magic got the championships. Like all these other people. And if you want to realistically look at it, LeBron is just a stats guy.
Yeah.
He's think about it. He's just a stat guy. Like there's nothing that you can say he does better than most of these players that we say in front of him. He's just a stat guy because he's been in there longer. That's it. And he came in between the era where it wasn't really, you know what, let's get the ball in the low post, let's shoot a lot of mid-range stuff. He came in the era where the floor was opened up and the game was moving a lot faster. So realistically, if I'm shooting more threes than twos, I mean, come on, if we do the math, I mean, of course the points are going to be there. But the fact that you surpassed a player that was shooting twos, and it took you almost 10 more years just to even accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like
I would say this last decade, the Curry era, basically, that's what we're gonna call it. It really is the Curry era. Like the fact that threes became more important than twos.
Yeah.
I feel like that did allow LeBron to have a longer tenure in the NBA because he did improve his jump shot. He didn't have to, like be the freight train to like just try to like get in the paint.
Yeah.
He's shooting a lot more threes now. And I think that even allowed him to, like achieve a lot of these scoring records because of the fact threes are better than twos.
Yeah. Yeah. And then even like people like to talk about we just go to MJ and LeBron, right? We're going total points. LeBron. Points per game, Jordan. Playoff points per game, Jordan. Scoring titles, Jordan. Finals MVPs, Jordan. All defensive first teams, Jordan. Player efficiency rate, Jordan. Playoff per, Jordan. Right? Win shares, Jordan. Playoff win shares, Jordan. So if we just go on playoff, the offensive rating, the defensive rating, like game score, like Jordan. So that's from like he got the points. Like that's what I'm saying. I know people keep saying rings shouldn't matter, but if I'm comparing
Rings don't
greatness,
matter.
think about it, if I'm comparing greatness to greatness, something has to separate that. And why can't it be the individual accomplishments, right? And then we start talking about that, then we saying when it mattered the most, who won it?
Yeah. And also I feel like that's why like it's imperative for even like the debate right now between Curry and LeBron. There's a debate if Curry can get to ring 5, where does that place him all time? And a lot of people are saying that puts him top 3.
Yeah. Even look at this. Curry, LeBron, head to head. Steph Curry 29, LeBron 23. Playoffs. Steph Curry 17, 11. So
Final have to be like Cameron 11-11.
no. Finals, right? Head-to-head matchups, 15-7. Right? Titles, of course, is tied. But Curry in the finals against LeBron, 3-1. So if we talking about winning in head-to-head matchups, why not?
Right. But also, like, there's the one thing that wasn't said, how long it took Curry to actually accomplish that. So he has the same amount of rings in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah. Even, we can say this, Jordan, I'm just going to drop this gem right here and we can move on from LeBron. Jordan has faced 20 Hall of Fame players. LeBron has played with 26 Hall of Fame players. Oh, you talk about these hoodies? Yeah, 414 Morning Podcast. Don't forget, order some new drip. So, even Jordan played against the top 5 shot blockers, top 5 defensive players. Like, the list can go on.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry. We didn't mean to put this on y'all. Brian just pissed us off with that.
Yeah, that was just too much. And like I really feel like we played right into his hand, but still it needed to be said.
Yeah, because now we're talking about him.
Yeah.
Right? So, just the quick things that I've seen. I don't know how true it is. Apparently, they saying that Bam isn't happy in Miami. And it's been news circling around that the Warriors and Bam have mutual interest.
Okay.
if that happens, Warriors back on the map.
How does it happen though?
They didn't go into particulars yet, so I'm trying to figure it out. But
Yeah.
man, if that does happen, that's crazy. Well, I guess it depends on who you giving up.
Did him and Jimmy Butler get along?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be crazy.
Who do you give up?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't see how. Well, they got some serviceable guys, and then they got some draft picks. So
it would have to be like Kuminga might be the centerpiece around it.
Kuminga gonna have to. So I guess that's something to look forward to towards that December, early January time, because that's when the trades can start to happen.
And I think that's when it's going to happen.
Yeah. So I guess monitor that. I guess it depends on where both teams at that point. So I think that this is an interesting take I have, right? I know it's the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I get so much on Caitlin Clark, but I'm starting to realize, looking at this, just WNBA finals, because the ratings are low. So they made it that far without her, the semifinals.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting to look at it where Caitlin Clark didn't necessarily need the WNBA. The WNBA needed Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Not for basketball reasons, but marketing reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I mean, I'll say apologies where it's due.
Yeah, like I do feel like she's, in a way, Caitlin Clark is a necessary evil for the WNBA. But at the same time, it's one of those things of, I think like they've inflated her too much, to a point where it is. I feel like at times it seems like it's Caitlin Clark or the WNBA. Either you're watching Caitlin Clark or you're watching the WNBA.
Yeah, could you see some of those social justice or some of those touchy subjects that happens in the WNBA where they were in a pay us what you owe us shirts, and then recently. The comments that Collier had about the WNBA and the commissioner, you see Caitlin Clark is more like, that ain't what I do. Like, no, my hand, I'm not touching that. Like,
right.
No, because I mean she's smart, you don't shit when you lay, so so she's pretty smart about that. Where she just like certain stuff. I'm not getting into, but
sometimes even not saying anything about it, like you've taken a stance on it.
Especially when you have the biggest voice in the room, because they're going to listen to you,
right?
Because they need for you to succeed. They need for those tickets to sell. Yeah. So they're going to listen to you. You have one of the biggest voice. Imagine all that stuff going down and during like, nah, I'm good. So sometimes you just have to say something. Because even like, and I agree with Collier, and we can move on from the WNBA, but I just give you this, right? And I know the WNBA players shouldn't be in a ballpark as far as money-wise as the NBA players. But I feel like you got to get them somewhere. Because there's no way your rent from the WNBA, I mean, your pay from the WNBA shouldn't cover your rent. Like, why because think about it, and I know you are who you are, right? You're not a tier and then like that celebrity, but I shouldn't be standing in the same apartment buildings and places as regular folks. Not if I'm on TV every single day.
Yeah, because there's
you get what I'm saying?
Because there's still a level of like celebrity that like will require that you need like that a certain type of privacy. Yeah. So I can agree with that, but then you have other people like Sabrina Ionescu, Asia Wilson, where like their what they make is not equivalent to like unfortunately they have like endorsement deals. Yeah. And even then like they're doing good. Asia Wilson like probably one of like the best like basketball sneakers out. Period. Like in my opinion.
But think about it. I don't mean to cut you off. Four-time MVP, back to back to back, and my
multi-time champion.
Yes, think about it. And my pay isn't reflecting to back to back to back to back MVP.
Yeah, it's that of like a high level business executive. Well, mid tier business executive, like because like maybe she's hovering around $1 million now.
Yeah, but
barely perhaps. Because I think at one point Brittany Griner was had one of the richest contracts And I think that barely was $1 million.
Yeah, because even I'm gonna give you some light on this right quick. So Jeremy Grant, he played for the Blazers. Some of y'all probably don't know, but Jeremy Grant played for the Blazers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This year he will be making $29 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
He averaged 14 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds a game. Andrew Reese averages 15 points a game, 13 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists a game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have somebody that's more productive, and she's not even hitting $1 million for her contract.
Well, LeBron James. 4 years, $7.9 million. Average 2.3 points a game. 0.7 rebounds a game. 0.8 assists. 0.3 steals.
And how much is men making?
$7.9 million.
Y'all see, the worst of the worst.
There
is still making more than the best of the best.
Right, and understandably, there is a pay discrepancy. But it's like the fact that there is such a pay discrepancy, it rightfully so. But no one's saying that there should be a WNBA player that is bringing in $100 million for a contract.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's reasonable that like there should be some that are hovering in like the 10, 15, 20 million range.
Yeah. Yeah. So
or at least like there should be opportunities for them to like perhaps like Asia Wilson, because of like the tier, like you can't pay her all of that. Maybe with like her contract, you're now offering her stock options into like the team or something.
Yeah.
Like partnership or whatever, something like she could be a minority owner. Like you give her some shares in it.
yeah. So Westbrook, I think we covered this last time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Bucks should really just look at Westbrook.
I agree.
I feel like the Bucks should look at Westbrook. A couple of things in there. So we covered it before. It's gonna be a tough season. Not being able to tune into TNT and watching Shaq, Chuck, Charles. I know they're gonna be on ESPN, but I don't think it's gonna be the same.
But
I think it's gonna be a watered down version.
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be the same.
Yeah, but it's also just too many. It's too many ways, and it's too much money to be spent to be able to watch a lot of this stuff nowadays, and that's annoying.
Yeah. Also, Molly, she left ESPN.
Yeah.
Gets over contracts.
Mm-hmm.
She feel like she ain't getting do her pay what she should. I mean, and if you look at Stephen Smith contract and you look at the other people contract, I mean, I feel her.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to give me $500,000?
Even look at Pat McAfee's contract.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And she been in the game longer than him. I think she been in the game almost 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you gotta pay me,
Right.
right? One question before we get deep into the rest of the topics is, do you like how the NBA game is played today?
For me, yeah, I actually like it. I do wish that I could do without how high scoring it is at times. Like I do think that people need to like have more, like it should be more defensive. But at the same time, like that's not every team. It's just like how they show like the bygone era or whatever, like the 90s and stuff. And it's like, man, everybody was just like, you should have been wearing helmets and whatnot. And it's like, no, there was a handful of teams that played that style.
Yeah.
Same thing with like the NBA. Like a lot of people, they want to try to like mimic that Golden State style from like some years back.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody has been able to. For example, the only one that they said ever really came close was like the Celtics, who won the championship a few seasons ago.
Yeah, because I want to piggyback off that, because a lot of the teams see what the Warriors do and they trying to mimic it. Like, first of all, you don't have the players.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a Steph. You don't have a Draymond. You don't have a Clay at that time. You don't have a Durant. You don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then plus, if you really look at basketball, they don't just shoot threes. They will mid-range you. They will get easy layups. They will get what you take them. It just so happened that they have some of the greatest shooters on earth that God has ever created.
Yeah, and I mean also like generationally, the game just evolves.
Yeah, like I like the up tempo. I think we talked about this too. I don't like the all the threes though. 'Cause I feel like sometimes it is a better shot.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the personnel for that, like just do something else. Like sometimes it just get irritating just watching the game. Just you shoot a three on this end, they come down shoot a three, and it's just back and forth 3-3-3-3.
Yeah.
And then they try to reel it in during the playoffs and let it get physical. But then I almost think that it get too physical where now you're starting to see a lot of injuries and stuff start to happen. So, and then it becomes ugly basketball because there are clear fouls out there.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not the one to be, screaming for fouls, but it's just like, it's clear fouls where it does affect the game.
Yeah.
Because even if you allowing one team to be physical, now the other team trying to be physical, but the same fouls you letting go on one end, and now you're calling on the other end, and that does determine the win. So sometimes in the playoffs, because you are letting it get that way, the better team half the time isn't even winning.
Yeah.
Right? It's just the team that you allow to get away with so much. So
yeah,
I just feel like you said, go back to defense. I like the spread offense, the fast pace and stuff. I just feel like if you, whatever team you are, you need to master what you do.
Yeah.
And stop trying to mimic the rest of the teams.
Right.
If you don't have the personnel for that, don't do it. Prime example, when we watched Houston play the Warriors, they try to play the Warriors ball and shoot threes. You don't have the team that's built for that. If you'd have just played your game, made the game ugly, they probably would have won it.
Yeah.
But you try to make it a shootout, you ain't got the same blickies.
Yeah. But I like that. But also, what I like is that a lot of that old school fundamental style, now only certain players play that.
Yeah.
So it's been flipped. So somebody like Giannis, like he likes to play in the post. He likes to get downhill. He likes to he's been working on his 3-pointer. He's been working on his mid range, but he likes to get his points in the paint, and that's different.
Yeah,
or Shea.
Yeah.
He likes it. He likes his mid range. Kawhi Leonard, he likes his mid range.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan likes his mid range.
Look at the most efficient scorers though.
Yeah.
They fundamentally sound. Get to their spots and they shoot their shots.
Right.
You can't speed them up. You ain't gonna make them shoot a shot that they don't want to shoot. Even with Steph, you don't see Steph. Even though the Warriors came out and said, Steph, we want you to shoot 23s a game. Like we was looking at the analytics and it says, and Steph I'm not going out there and do that. I'm going to take what's available. If it's not there, then I'm gonna play basketball. How does that help my team? I'm coming down shooting 23s a night.
Yeah, or even when they
it's not efficient.
When Carmelo Anthony was with the Rockets and then the Trailblazers, he was talking about that's what they required him to be, a 3-point specialist. That's not my game. I need to warm into that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something else that they try to do with a lot of these teams where it's just hey, it worked for them. They're gonna start falling.
Yeah, man. People don't realize just because I can shoot a step back, if I'm not shooting that at a high clip. Yeah, I probably can shoot when I pass half court. Yeah, I can hit the rim a lot of times. But if I'm not making that shot, guess what? That's not my shot.
Caitlin Clark.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can shoot it. Anybody can shoot a shot. Anybody can shoot a step back. Anybody can come down in transition and shoot 3. Anybody can pass half court and shoot it.
Yeah.
But if you're not shooting it at a high value and making it on a consistent basis, guess what, people? It's not your shot.
Right. It's a bad shot.
Yes. So, thank y'all for tuning in to the 414 Morning Podcast. I am Armando.
I'm Daryl.
I got scars unhealed that money can't fix it. My brother turned a snake just for that quickly. Gay love, they gay hate cause they mind will sick. I was 30 in the clock cause the pot got thick. Damn, change ain't change, only change switch clips. Gotta ride with that drum, keep that clip by my hip. See the pain in my verse every time you hear me spit. They told me keep my circle tight, but that bitch